That means it's war against the heathen nations. Okay? The Lord, when the Lord comes down and He start leading us, it's going to be war, and we're going to be coming after, following behind Yahweh, and it's going to be off with these heathens' heads. Okay? A lot of them going to be put to death, but we can't do that on our own because it's a spiritual warfare. It's not a carnal. Okay? So we wait until our big brother Yahweh come back to guide us. Then we're going to make that war. Then we're going to be having a two-edged sword. In all the nations, we're going to execute vengeance on you. And that's what the book said. But how come?
The hunters.
The hunters. That's right.
Not fishing no more. The hunters.
That's right. He knows. The hunters. That's right. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing.
That's heavy right there, man.
Yeah, that's heavy.
That's real heavy.
That's like the soup. That's your superpowers. You know what I'm saying? Like Superman, the Avenger,
Batman, all them.
All
they got all that from us. I understand that.
That's right.
I just want more understanding. I want more knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, we destroy from lack of knowledge, but
you know, one day when you get to yourself, when you in a place that you can really meditate, I know it may be hard for you.
Yeah.
Fast. You know what I'm saying?
I never really fast. I'm not fast.
Really?
I know. That's where it's at. But I think about it all the time. Like, if you fast and do that, like when you come in, they're like, "Welcome to our world now."
Right.
I don't know. I had a crazy dream last night. I never had a dream like this before. That the fire I see from the sky, like the brimstone, the fire, all that was coming down on the earth. I don't remember it like that though, but I just remember that part. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I mean, just
you know what?
so much stuff I want to understand.
No, that right there, that's gonna come true. That's another way of destruction, man. That's another plague. When you read in plagues in the Bible, I don't know if you noticed. You probably noticed already, but plagues is another word for just destruction. And plagues can come down as brimstones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And missiles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord can use man to make missiles, and the missiles, which He did, and the German scientists, and that's one of His plagues. His instruments of cruelty, destruction.
Okay.
You know, so when you send them brimstones and stuff like that you said you had a dream about, that's not that's real.
Last night I had it.
And if you having dreams like that, that means that the Most High is like He's trying to talk to you, tell you something.
Yeah.
You know, so that's heavy. You know, brimstones and raining down fire and hell, so like Sodom and Gomorrah. What do you believe about? What are you thinking about? Gays and lesbians.
It's abomination. Abomination.
Now, what about, you know that everybody, usually people have family members or loved ones that do that. All right. So now, do you tell your brother that is wrong? Honestly.
My brother, they don't know me that I'm into this now because I just changed. I haven't came at him like that yet.
But you know there's a way to come at him. All right. You use discernment. Because certain people don't understand that. You don't have to come at him with like, yo, you know that's fucking wrong, bro. You know, you can come at and say, yo, bro,
speak, right?
Let that speak. That's it. And you show him Leviticus 20:13. You know that according to God, the Most High, that's incorrect. You know, and you know you care about him, so that's why you tell him. And once you know that, if you don't tell him, you got a judgment on your head.
Wow, I'm glad you said that. I mean, I knew that, but it just slipped my mind. I do. Because you know something, but you're not. You got to get it right.
Yahweh said, don't put it in a napkin. What he mean by don't put it in a napkin, meaning if you got this knowledge and you know certain things, but you're not telling it with nobody. What good is that you know it and you don't share it with other people? Right? Whether they get mad or not. You know, let me give you that, Isaiah 57:1.
Brother, I know I got to shut my mouth and let you speak.
No, go ahead.
But me, type person I am, but I'm an introvert.
All right.
I'm not a people person that act like that at all.
I'm not either, brother.
I'm not.
But the spirit is gonna guide you. I don't like a lot of these motherfucking people either. But
I don't like
I gotta do it.
Yeah, you're right.
I gotta do it because I made a vow to do it. And once I know this knowledge, I gotta share it with somebody, whether they get mad or not.
You're right.
When the time comes, you gotta tell him that. If you truly with the Lord, you gonna worry about how your brother think about you, or you gonna worry about the judgment of the Lord.
I understand.
And there's many other battles to fight. That's just one of them. But I mean, you might even have to tell your mother and father that.
Oh, yeah.
And they're gonna be like, yo, I'm your mother.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to like that,
Yeah.
boy? And you're gonna be like, no, I'm not. And it doesn't matter if you say it tactfully
Yeah.
or what. Some people still gonna get mad.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, if you really say you stand firm in what the Most High say and that book say,
Of course.
I would go with the book.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the Most High can put
yeah.
a judgment on you, and something can happen to you so bad, and it's because you tried to run from telling your responsibility.
Right.
And one of your responsibilities is to tell the people. Let me go to Isaiah 57:1 and read that for you. But go ahead. You had something to say?
No, that was it. That was it, bro.
You're going to have to face that.
I know. I am.
Let me just tell you a quick story, too, real quick, before I give you this verse. My parents was Jehovah's Witness, and my father told me that I was Jehovah's Witness at one time, too. And but really following after what my parents believed in.
Yeah.
The truth is not about what my mother and dad believe in. The truth is about what the words say.
Word.
I got to go by this.
Word of God.
Now, my dad said, he said, I don't want to see you again. I don't want to talk to you no more. He said, because what you preaching right now, what you talking about is bullshit. And I don't want to speak to you. Then I had said this. Then so be it. Dad, you don't speak to me. Now, 2-3 years down the line, my father said, he can't, my dad said, yo, I apologize for that. You still my son. We're going to talk. But what if I didn't stand stiffly? What if I just went for him? Oh, Dad, me and my dad was close, tight.
Really?
Yeah, he passed away, Lord willing. But what if I didn't stand for that? Stand for, in my life, for Yahweh Shah, he wouldn't respect me.
No.
You got to stand for stuff, and sometimes it's going to be hard. And that hurted me, but I still had to do it for Yahweh Shah, because Yahweh Shah is first, before my dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
And at the end of the day, he still respected me. At the end of the day, we didn't speak for a couple of years, but at the end of the day, he respected me. And that's what people are going to do. They're going to know when they talk to Mark that this is Mark principle, whether they believe it or not, but that they're going to know what you stand for.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
They're going to respect that.
I stand for something.
Yeah, stand for something. They're going to be like, oh, that's Mark. I don't believe in everything he say, but I respect him. That's all good. Give us respect. But we're going to get that crown from the Heavenly Father. Isaiah 57:1. It says the righteous, Isaiah 57:1. Is that what it is? That's not right. Isaiah 56, my bad. 58, my bad. Here it is, here, Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions. My people, their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. So it's about our people. So when we come out here, some of them niggas might be hard. I mean, big muscles, and be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about, shorty? I can't worry about that. Whatever happens, it happens. But if something happens, me getting persecuted, at least I know I did it for the truth.
Yep. The truth.
For the truth.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
And that's what's going to happen with you. When your time comes and you have to tell your mom, your father, your sister, your friend, it could be your nigga, your best friend. You're going to have to tell him certain things that he don't like. Like, bro, you need to stop with them cigarettes. The fuck? You talking about stop with the cigarette, man? You was smoking, you quit now you telling me to stop.
You
The
think
fuck?
you think he's better?
Yeah.
Just looking at I'm a son of the Most High, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and you still the son of the Most High, even though you falling short. That's what I say. You falling short.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, all Israel going to be saved, and hopefully we can be saved on this side before the destruction comes. Because even if we get destroyed now, even in our wickedness, when we come back, when Yahweh shall come back and we under His rule, all Israel will eventually going to be saved.
Yeah.
That's the blessings that we got.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be the ordinary person, citizen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to be above, like a governor. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that for those who got persecuted and standing in this truth. So that's what it is. Cry out loud, spare not. We can't worry about these niggas' feelings. We can't worry about our mom feelings. Because Yahweh Shah said, who's Christ? That's Yahweh Shah.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shah said, who's my brother and my sister? Those who follow me is my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Lay down their life.
And lay down their life. Yeah, it is. So that's what that's about, man. Let me go back to Psalm 149. Any other questions you wanted to ask?
Not right now, brother. But you out here? You out here Sunday too?
Yeah, I'm out here Sundays. Today I got a little bit. I'm only gonna do a little bit.
Okay.
You know, and then
You out here?
I'm out here.
Highways and byways.
Highways and byways, the agora. That's the Greek word that one of the.
Where you from, bro?
I'm from Bayshore.
Oh, me too, man.
All right, peace. All right.
All
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
I'm about to be out here with you, for real.
All right, well,
I'm
that's
serious.
good.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I've
Well.
been looking for it, man. I'm serious.
All right. Well, you serious? You know what I'm
Us
saying?
too. I don't. Yo.
You come out here with me. You know what I'm saying? And we can preach the gospel. I'll show you what I do know.
Yeah.
And you know. And stuff like that. Because I used to be part of other groups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I used to be part of GMS, and I don't know if you know them.
Yeah. GMS.
Then I used to be part of this a small group out here, which was SRS. They were decent brothers too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They were in Brentwood.
Yeah.
Off of one way.
Oh,
One way is the little ghetto street that they call out there in Brentwood.
right.
You know where the Brentwood bus stop is? The Brentwood train station.
Yeah. By Boom side.
Yeah, so they be over there too. So it was
Yeah. I never seen them up.
nah, they out there Saturdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, they out there Saturdays.
Over there by Boom side over there. Or you talking about by?
No, I'm right over across the street from the train station. You know where the bus stop is?
Yeah.
Okay, when you look across the street, you see an abortion clinic. And you see, it's two bus stops. There's one on the side.
One on eastern, west, or south and north.
Right. But this one is over there near Brentwood City. Over there. I don't know if you're familiar. But they used to be out there. I used to be with them, but we got, you know what it is? Certain guys got different doctrines.
Yeah.
And I can't go with any doctrine.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
And if you decide to really come out here with sincerity and truth, and you want to come out here and we preach the gospel, this gospel, I can't go by what somebody else say, and they just bring it out. Because it's called paradigm shifts, meaning that you will first read something, and then somebody else will come and say, yo, read it like this, because this was the breakdown of it. And yo, you see it? And they'll try to make you see it their way, but it's not that way. The real way of studying and understanding something is reading it and then looking up the precepts and linking up by yourself. I can give you a blueprint of what I did and say, yo, study that. That's what it's about. That's mine. And that's what I try to tell some of you niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's not about what somebody else teaches you. That's not studying. Studying is writing down a chapter, reading the chapter for yourself, and see what understanding you came from with that chapter, within that chapter. Anybody can give you a blueprint and give you precepts and say, here, that's what it is. No, it don't go like that. You have to look it up for yourself. And then see if your precepts link up to that. That's how you get understanding. That's how you get knowledge. Because you gotta remember too, you know this, what happened when the Antichrist comes? Antichrist is many. It's not just one man. Always remember that. And he has his doctrine. And his doctrine sounds so good. It's so true. Even the scriptures say in the part, it says that in that day that if the Lord didn't hurry up, that he would probably even dismay the most likely the elect. I'm just paraphrasing it. Deceive them. So how do you get that? You got to have this in your mind by understanding yourself. Not a blueprint from somebody else. That's paradigm shifting. They had a drawing. It's called The 7 Habits. It's a book that I'm reading. It's called The 7 Habits. And it says that you can show a man a picture of one way, sketching it, and then you can show another man that same picture in another way. Now, the first picture that I perceive, that I give to the man, I show him and say, yo, don't it look like an old lady? This is like an old lady the way it looks. And he could say, I don't know. It kind of does look like an old lady. But I'm telling him that it looks like an old lady. Like, I'm adding it on. Like, this looks like an old lady. You don't see it? You don't see it? Then I could show another man the same kind of drawing and say to him, do you see this? This looks like a young lady. This is like a young lady. And he'd be like, you can't see it, brother? And then you look at it. Now, he'll say, that looks like a young lady. They both are wrong, but they either one of them are wrong because they were supposed to read it for themselves and get the conclusion from themselves, not to be hand-fed. Do your homework. You niggas got to be grown men. You can't be being fed by mommy and daddy. You got to learn how to survive on your own. You got to get out the nest. That's what the birds do to their birds. They push. The eagles do that to their birds.
Right
They
off the
push their
cliff.
shit out the
Right off the
nest,
cliff.
right off the cliff. He better fly.
Yeah.
That's right.